Hello everyone and welcome to the video. Now I usually put like 2 or 3 hackers in a game in a single video, but this time I want to show you this guy because his work is really the work of art. Now you need a lot of skill to be able to do what our friend here does. Now look at this, he shoots players and he makes sure they're not dead so fast. You know, it takes a little while to kill them, and this is how he remains undetected for so long. Now I spectated this match before because something didn't make sense in here, so I was looking at a few players, and then I noticed our friend here who seems to be having like a really good game, and he had a very good game previous to this one. And I was just curious, I mean, how does he do it? Because he's like level 20, so he can't be that good, you know? Anyway, before we continue, I would like to remind you that you can like and subscribe to the channel. Or you can leave a dislike if you don't like the video. The point is, if you subscribe, you will be able to see new content as it gets uploaded. So, let's go in. So, Mr.xRaZoRoWsKy, as his name is here. A lot of his kills are coming from your usual guns, your usual weapons, but the most, I would say the most interesting thing about this player is how he hides what he really is. During the 2 matches that I was spectating him, nobody really suspected anything. Nobody said anything in the chat, nobody had any doubts, nobody had anything to say. It was just unbelievable that this guy can do this for so long without anyone actually noticing what's happening. So in light of all this, I want to see exactly how does he do it. And for the first part of the video, I noticed that he does a lot of camping. He only kills people that are convenient to kill, like this guy here, and he just keeps a low profile, you know. He makes his kills as believable as possible. He's a pure hacker, but you're going to see this a little later, because this dude really deserves like an Oscar for acting, because that's what he does best. I mean, he just walks around, he finds suitable targets, you know, targets that won't really put up much of a fight, and also people who, you know, won't be able to defend themselves in any way. So here's this guy, he's just in the river here. Look at that. How did he find him? So now remember, when I was spectating him, I didn't know he was a cheater, and this first thing that I saw here, that really piqued my interest, because everything we've seen so far wouldn't point to a hacker, you know. It would point to an okay player who is, you know, a little lucky, but it wouldn't actually point to someone hacking, which is, I believe, the part of this this man's charm. I mean, he knows how to, look at this, he aims at a person, he sees a player, but he chooses not to shoot him. Now you gotta wonder why. I mean, there was a player on the left that he saw very clearly, but he chose not to shoot him. And then there was this guy who was hidden behind a crate, and he chose to shoot him. It makes very little sense, but as much as I can tell here, the only reason he killed the guy that was behind the crates is because he was more threatening to his team. Now you will see in the chat that nobody says anything, which means nobody is even suspecting this guy for hacking or cheating. The only reason I saw him because something was just off in this match. Something didn't feel right, because you know, blue team kept winning and nobody really knew how or why. So I had a little time off, so I watched it, and this is the conclusion that I managed to draw. I mean, this guy is hacking, but very low. It's one of the things that are quite annoying in this game. I much more appreciate your usual normal hacker, a person who just goes in there and he rage kills like, you know, half of the server. Prior to this guy, he just goes around and he kills people that are suitable. Look at that. He knew someone is going to be on the left, but he chose to get killed instead. That's how this little scam of his work, you know. Look at his score, I mean 22 free, and yet nobody says a word. There's nothing in the chat. Nobody says, you know, this guy is level 22, I look at how he plays, like, oh my god. So in here, in this instance, he gets killed. I'm not sure why, I mean, he saw that guy plain as day, but it's okay, we'll get into that later. Look at that, he kills, like I said, suitable targets. And this goes on and on somewhere near the end, where he actually does kill a few players unlegitimate. Now look at this. Yeah, he likes to do this. I saw this poor guy, Cyber 2019. This is the player that he just killed. And Cyber 19 got killed many times by this player. And he never really said anything, so I assume it felt like this was a legitimate kill. And also this guy managed to kill him. So, you know, you could argue that this player is aided by his team. He's being sort of helped. Sometimes their medics heal him, sometimes they just can't. But it's important to see how this guy operates, because this is what happens in most of my Battlefield matches. Look at that. Ah, yeah, that's a good move there. Oh boy. Okay, so right now what he's going to do is just stand there and do nothing while his team gets, you know, obliterated. And anyway, that is how he operates. Now, this is interesting because some of this footage is also just camping, you know, just him doing nothing. Right now he's going to go into this house, this little thing here. Look at that. Look how he killed with such ease. I'm not sure what he's using. It's sort of a strange aimbot or something undetectable. But right now he's going to look at that without even looking. There's no need to look. Now he's going to kill this guy, and you should see what happens in here when their medics implore more smokes. It's interesting to see. Now, right now there was a player here. Look how he shoots in or through the box. And, I mean, he just gets assist, but he will get a kill now when there's smoke. There you go. This is what I knew for sure he was hacking, because, I mean, you are killing people through smoke. That is just not possible. And it's also one of the worst ways to die for a medic. I mean, personally, I played the medic role most of my time simply because nobody seems to want to do it. And when you see these hackers killing you through a smoke, I mean, it's pretty obvious why nobody wants to be a medic. It's a horrible thing to get killed through the smoke, because you think you're well protected, and yet you meet people like this guy. Did you saw what he just wrote in the chat? Easy! Of course it's easy when you're hacking. You're going to see, look at this. I mean, he just killed a guy that was inside that vehicle, and that guy said nothing, not a word. And this is something that I, you know, really had a problem with, so I decided to expose him and record him. Good luck explaining this, you asshole. Anyway, boys, I believe this would be it for the video. You're going to see a couple of more suspicious kills. I do hope you're going to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to see you all in the next video. I want to dedicate this entire video to this man because of his acting skills and because of the fact that no one said anything in the chat. Thank you for watching, boys. Click that subscribe button, boys, and see you in the next video.